Is anybody going to meet me when I get back to New Orleans? Is there anybody in the chat that's going to be in New Orleans tomorrow? Maybe. It's going to be a lot of stretching for your leg, man. Time is the main thing. Time and rest. The chat wanted to know if you need any help. I'll help you if you want.
They are trying to shut down this legal loophole to get 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered to your door for just 87 cents in less than 2 minutes. Do this. First, scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com. Then, you select if you need generic Viagra.
Trying to make connections with people in New Orleans. So basically what I do is I stream like right now I'm just laying here on this couch, and then the people know to like come in here and interact with me and they'll tell me things like whatever it is that they got going on, or they'll do small talk with me, or they'll set up, hey, I'm going to be in New Orleans tomorrow and I want to meet you and we can go from there. And that's basically kind of like what I'm looking for is, hey, I'm going to be in New Orleans tomorrow and I want to meet you and we'll go from there. So everybody in the chat says hello, Drew. It's 111 people. People get to a certain age and they don't care about social media, guys. So So, you guys know how everybody likes to talk about how I went to prison in 2018? You guys know why that happened? Because of a crazy ex-girlfriend, and it happened in New Orleans. So, what did we learn from that situation? No more crazy girlfriends running around New Orleans, right? So, if we're going to go running around New Orleans, we don't need any crazy girlfriends to run around with us. Girlfriends are fine. Crazy people are not fine. So, coming here, I knew that I would never allow myself to be in a liable position like that again if a person shows me that they are going to become a liability. So that person showed me they were going to become a liability. I have such bad heartburn right now. It would be stupid to go to jail more than one time for the same thing, wouldn't it not? So, I had to get away. Drew is a decent human. He's a nice person. He is a good friend to have. So we want to make sure that we always do right by Drew. Right, Drew? Me and the people in the chat were just talking about how nice it is that for you to have me here when I could be anywhere else. Who knows what could be happening to Nicholas right now if it weren't for Drew?
Probably nothing that Nicholas didn't want to have happen.
Yeah, probably so. Everybody in the chat saying, Drew, we love you.
Stand in line, take a number.
He says, stand in line, take a number. Everybody loves Drew, so it's not coming as news to him, trust me. He knows he's very well liked and loved.
Stand in line is a pretty short list, right? Pretty short line right now. All right.
I'm with you, sir. Let's find a way to end this.
Did you get it sanded down real good?
Yeah.
Good.
I just rinsed it a little bit. Much better.
So you paint it, then sand it? I'm not much of a carpenter myself.
Yeah, I painted first just to fill in like the deeper scratches on there.
Yeah?
And then I sanded it down so it got even out with the rest of it. And then the first sander I used, the sandpaper was a little coarse. And I didn't have any other sandpaper. I just got mad. But then I remembered I had 2 other sanders. And on one of those sanders, it had really nice, fresh, fine sandpaper. So I used that. And then I wiped it off with a damp cloth. So that the particles and shit that's released wouldn't glob onto the paint as it's attached.
Okay. So is that like, so does that just give you a better looking finish? Because you're going to have to paint it again, right?
Yeah, I painted it again. But this time, rather than paint it in small little strokes or whatever, I'm going to do it with a brush, and then I'm going to follow up with a roller right away, just to even out to get rid of the brush strokes.
Okay.
It's a little tricky when it's black paint, but it's also fairly shiny paint, so it really shows up, the brush strokes really show up, if you're not careful. Drew's
into all kinds of cool things. He's got some turtles outside. He's very caring owner of two Rottweilers that are they have physical limitations, and he's a very good caretaker to them. I'm pretty sure he cares more about his dogs than he does most humans. So, a very interesting person to be around. So Instagram's going to restart me pretty soon, like 2 minutes or so. I'm going to take a break and I'll come back and hang out with you guys in a minute. All right. Be checking my emails and stuff if there's anything that anybody, and if you're not important to me now, maybe you will be tomorrow, you know, like, I don't know. I'm basically just going wherever the good vibes are, you know, wherever the money and wherever the good vibes are. So, like, that's where I'm going. But I'll be back in a few. All right, guys. I'm going to go charge my phone and see if Drew wants to hang out.